The Collegiate Recovery Community on campus is an amazing program. Having this room here, having a community of students that are trying to do the same thing I'm doing, hopefully through the years it can grow and more students can benefit from it, and that's really the ultimate goal.
And it's a great thing to know that it's here, and it's here for people like me and people my age who are doing this thing to let us know we're not alone. We are different, but we don't look it. You wouldn't know that we're alcoholics if you see us on campus. And it gives us an opportunity to mentor and help other people who want to get sober.
I come to these meetings and they're my favorite ones that I go to, the 2 a week on campus, because I walk in and it's like I'm coming home.
I started using at about 14 years old. I just kept doing that through high school, and it progressed, and at 17 I got kicked out of school and charged with a felony. And the first time I went to treatment was at 18, and I left treatment and got high a week later, and I stayed out for 9 months, and I came back into the rooms when I was 19 years old, and I got sober, and I've been sober for 16 months now. My sobriety date's June 1st of 2011.
Started drinking when I was 16, started drinking heavily when I was 18, and it just kind of slowly started taking over my life and affecting my relationships with friends, my relationships with girlfriends, my relationships with family. It got to where I could not be around my family without my flask somewhere nearby that I could get to it. And I mean, I'm pretty sure my nieces and nephews for a long time had no idea what I was like sober. Like I said, I've only been sober for just over 3 months, but it started with me when I ended up in a psychiatric hospital over the summer for suicidal ideation. I was planning to take my own life actually on the day that I got sober. Thought I'd tied all of my loose ends, and I realized that, wait, no, I haven't. Like, there are still people that care about me, and there are still people that are going to be really affected if I do this. And I looked at a friend of mine that I was hanging out with, and I said, I need to go to the hospital right now. And I went in. I was actually in the psychiatric hospital for 8 days, and I started to kind of reflect on all the decisions that I'd made because of drinking and drugs, and I was just like, this is not okay. I don't feel good. I don't like the person that I am, and I don't want this for my life anymore. I want to be happy, not that person who's using drugs and alcohol to cover everything up and masking everything that I really am. I'm a good person on my own without the alcohol. I'm a better person on my own without drugs and alcohol, and that's the person that I wanted other people to see.
I didn't want to admit that I was an alcoholic, but when I finally, went through the program and actually did the work that needed to be done, I realized how helpful it was. Seeing how it helped other people helped me. I know when I did my step work and I realized, hey, alcohol in every situation, there was alcohol in every situation that ended badly. So that equation in my head, this plus alcohol equals my butt in jail, or this plus alcohol equals someone getting hurt. I mean, it's not always physically hurt, but mentally and emotionally. Or I find myself on the kitchen floor crying. There's different situations which, in general, when they were all put together, it just makes sense that I had a problem and I needed to do something about it. So finally, just, I guess, admitting and letting go and saying, this is it. The Collegiate Recovery Community on campus is an amazing program. It is probably the best way to get the word out and help others, and that's kind of what being in recovery is. I'm here to help others, telling my story, so the next person doesn't maybe have to go through as much anguish or as much pain as I went through. And having this room here, having a community of students that are trying to do the same thing I'm doing, if it was here when I had started on campus, I might have been able to get in a program a lot faster. You never know what could have happened, but I'm glad that it's here for everyone else. I mean, it's going to be well worth all the work that we put in once it's finished.